This video is sponsored by Ugreen. So, you want to level up your charging game? Or maybe you just want a friend. Yeah, we're all lonely out here. Meet my new best friend, RG. Not only can he charge 3 devices at up to 65 watts, but you're finally gonna have someone to talk to.
So, you come here often?
Yes, your best friend might be able to talk, but can they charge your Steam Deck, external battery, and phone at the same time? I didn't think so. This tiny little guy has 2 USB Type-C ports and 1 Type-A port. But let's say you're caught away from a wall outlet. How are you gonna finish seducing that bear? If that's the situation you're in, you're gonna want an external battery bank. And the trick with these is that if you do a quick Google search, you're gonna find a bunch of really cheap ones saying that they have high capacities, but they are straight up lying. I've tested quite a few battery banks for this channel, and the portable batteries landscape these days is like the Wild West. Companies basically say whatever they want to get you to buy their batteries, but then when you actually go to use the batteries, they're nowhere near as good as the company was claiming. I wish it was as simple as you could just go and check the milliamp hours that are reported, but they misreport those all the time. Not to mention the corner cutting that some of these companies do, which increase the risk of fires or shorting out whatever the devices that you're charging. What I do, and what I would recommend you do, is only buy from reputable companies. My personal favorites these days are companies like Ugreen and Basis, and like I said, this video is sponsored by Ugreen, but the reason I chose to work with them is because I've tried a bunch of their products and I genuinely like them. Basis makes a 20,000 milliamp hour battery bank that is a solid performer, but I like Ugreen's better because it has a 25% larger battery capacity while at a similar overall size. It can charge over twice as fast at 145 watts versus Basis's 65 watts, which is really helpful if you're trying to charge something like a laptop. And it has 2 Type-C ports instead of Basis's 1, although the Basis does have an extra Type-A port and a micro USB port. The Basis is cheaper, so if price is your #1 concern, then there's your answer. But the Ugreen is currently on sale for around $90, which is only $10 more than the Basis. And at least for me, I'd say it's worth the extra $10 to have a larger capacity, faster charging, and an extra Type-C port. That being said, you really can't go wrong with either of these battery packs. But what if you want to play your Steam Deck while it's charging, but you don't want to produce so much extra heat? Charging a battery generates heat. Actually, it generates quite a lot of heat. And let's say you're playing Elden Ring while you're charging your Steam Deck, you can end up putting a lot of thermal stress on your system. Everything heats up and the Steam Deck's fan just can't quite keep up with that heat output. So what I like to do is use a smaller charger so that the Steam Deck doesn't charge very quickly and therefore doesn't produce a whole lot of heat. I found the break-even point is at around 30 watts. The Steam Deck, when running full throttle with max screen brightness on a AAA game, can use anywhere from around 26 to 28 watts. So if you have a 30 watt charger, the deck will always have enough juice to play the game, but it won't be charging your battery very quickly, so it's going to keep the deck cooler and the fan quieter. That's where RG's little brother, RG Jr., he's not actually called that, but I'm gonna call him that, he puts out a solid 30 watts, which is perfect for not charging the Steam Deck while you're playing the Steam Deck. And more importantly, look how tiny and cute this little guy is. Anyways, if you want to step up your charging game, I'll leave links for everything down in the description. And Ugreen is offering viewers of this channel 25% off RG and his little brother. So if you want to pick those up, I'll leave the coupon codes in the description too. All right, thanks again to Ugreen for sponsoring this video, and have fun out there. Peace.